Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the instant match reaction to Chelsea 2, Everton 1 in the Carabao Cup 4th round match at Stamford Bridge. Better. That's all I'm going to start with. I thought tonight was much better. Okay, we've lost the game and ultimately we're out of the League Cup, I'm going to call it. Stupid name anyway. But, you know, David Undre's first game as caretaker manager, and I thought it was much better. A much better performance from Everton. And, you know, what did we say? We said the other day we wanted to see an Everton team going for it, putting other teams on the back foot, asking questions of the opposition. And that's what they've done tonight, albeit, you know, a weakened Chelsea side. But listen, we had a side that wasn't full of our first choices, if you like. Obviously, David Undre made some changes. He brought in Aaron Lennon, who's not played for a while, James McCarthy, who's not played for a while, Kevin Morales, who hasn't really been in the side, gave a debut to Benny Beningame in midfield. You know, so we had a much changed side as well. And in the first half, I thought we'd done okay. I thought well, to be fair, I thought we'd done really well. We just didn't have any kind of threat in the final third. Chelsea, with a better side in the first half, I think it's fair to say that. But again, they didn't have much. They didn't have much. You know, we had I think Batshuayi had a shot early on, and it was all, they had a lot of the ball, but weren't really going anywhere. You know, I thought what was noticeable to me was that the fact that players took up positions and made sure we were solid. People were dropping back in. The frustrating aspect in the first half was we couldn't get anyone up with Wayne Rooney. You know, the times that he pulled it down and was looking, everything ended up going back. Just couldn't get Morales or Lennon into the game properly in the first half. They took the lead, and I think David Undre will be really frustrated with their first goal that Rudiger scored, because he's just left on his own. It's bizarre, because I think we cleared the corner, they get a corner, we clear it comes back in, and the lad's on his own, and I think personally, he's just putting it back into the danger zone, and it drops in the far post. A good header, drops in the far corner, and we're 1-0 down, and it's like, you know, here we go again. Everything's dropping in our net, nothing's staying out. They took over a little bit for 4 or 5 minutes, but again, Jordan Pickford's not had a save to make of any note, you know, and even though they were the better side, I thought we kept our shape well. I thought we stayed in the contest well. We didn't let our heads go down when we went 1-0 down, and that's what we've been doing. Now, okay, if Chelsea would have had their full 100% side, you know, with all their world stars playing, and it might have been a different story. I don't know. We can only go off tonight, and this is David Undre having a day to work with the players, essentially. But we came out second half. You know, 1-0 down the break. We came out second half, and we had a right good goal. We had them penned in. You know, we were unlucky. Willy Cavaliero's made 3 really good saves. I mean, the one from Rooney, he doesn't even know anything about it. It's just typical of the way it's going for Everton at the moment. It's a good little move. Kenny puts a good ball in. Kevin Morales with a lovely little flick, you know, a header back into Rooney's path. Rooney catches it with his left foot, and Cavaliero jumps, and it just hits him on the side and goes wide, you know, for a corner, and you're like, it's just so unlucky. Rooney had maybe misconnected, it had bobbled in. You know, we had a Jagielka header that he makes a really good save from, and a Kevin Morales shot, which again makes a really good save from, you know, and Adamola Lookman hits one into the side net, one of our best moves of the night, and then cuts inside and crashes one against the crossbar, you know, and you're just like, you know, why won't it run for us? Aaron Lennon has 2 great opportunities. One, his touch is horrendous. If he's got a better touch, it's 3 Everton plays against the goalkeeper, you know, for 1-1. And then another one, he has a shot that gets deflected over. So, second half, we could have been 3-4, 5-1 up. Well, 3-1 up, maybe. You know, David Undre, brave in his substitutions. James McCarthy, I thought, was very good. You know, pressed the ball very well. He's not brilliant in possession, we know that, but he gets about the pitch and works hard. He came off, you know, and again, a brave substitution took him off, put Dominic Calvert-Lewin on. And I just didn't think Dom imposed himself at all on the game. Got himself a goal late on. He just didn't really get into the game as much as, you know, we would have hoped. But I thought Lookman, I thought Lookman done quite well when he came on. And then obviously Omar Niasse came on for Rooney with 10 minutes left, and again is involved in an Everton goal. And the fella just, whether you like him or you don't, you can't deny things happen when he comes on the pitch. Scored at the weekend, came on tonight, set the goal up, or certainly played a massive part in Calvert-Lewin's goal. In Chelsea, we had them on the back foot. We lost our way a little bit the last 5 or 10 minutes of the game, which was a pity because we'd had them penned in, and I was thinking it's only a matter of time, till we equalised. The one thing about the second goal, Calvert-Lewin, it just annoyed me so much. He does well. Him and Niasse get it, cuts in, Niasse goes off on a run, and Calvert-Lewin's just got to slide them in, and he doesn't. He takes another touch, faces away from goal, passes it onto Davis, and him and Benning go in. The referee can't wait to give a free kick. Gives a free kick, they break, get a corner from it, and then they work a good move off a corner. I mean, there's always someone to blame off a goal, really, isn't there? And Williams done a couple of step overs, gone, think he's left Tom Davis. Morata gives him it back, he hits it, and of course it hits the inside of the post and goes in. When you're looking going, why didn't ours hit the bar and go in? When things are going against you, they go against you. But all credit to the lads. Straight from the kick-off, we get it down. Niasse does really well. Bundles his way through, breaks the Calvert-Lewin, he takes his goal well, and I suppose it'd have been 2-0 would have been harsh to me, because as good as, Chelsea were a better side first half, Everton were by far the better side in the second half, and their goalkeepers had to make saves, and ours hasn't really, and that's like the top and bottom of it. But I thought it was much better tonight. It was, if you can take heart in a defeat out of a cup competition, tonight for me is the night that we do that, because I honestly believe if nothing would have changed this week and we'd have gone there with Ronald Koeman's side, we'd have been beaten 3 or 4-0 regardless. It would have just been another one of those performances. But I saw an Everton side tonight running. I saw an Everton side grow in stature in the game. I saw an Everton side trying to get themselves back into a game and actually taking a game to the opposition. Now, okay, it might have been the fact that Chelsea weren't at their full strength, but neither were we in a lot of respects. So we have to go. We're in a predicament at the moment, and we have to build from this moment on. And I think David Unsworth will think that was okay. We're disappointed we're out the cup. We're disappointed we've lost, but there was a bit of belief about us tonight and a little bit of commitment. And I, for one, feel a lot better having witnessed that, and I feel a bit more confident now that we can go and get some results in Premier League games, because we need to do it very quickly. That's it. As disappointing as it was, we are out of the League Cup, and all our focus now turns to Sunday for the trip to Leicester. And let's see what happens there. He's got a few more days to work with the players. Let's see what happens. Don't forget to check out Ped's Instant Match Reaction. We're going off to do the final word in a bit in the studio, so it's another late night from us. Check that out as well. See you soon on Toffee TV.